Today on TFL Bike, we are talking about big news with Honda mini motos, and you can see it right there. There are these rad new colors for the 2023 Honda Monkey.
Yeah, we're really excited about this. I was stoked to come in this morning and see this piece of news. We're big monkey people here. Tommy's got a long-term monkey. It's kind of been the TFL long-term monkey. We've taken it to Moab. We've done a ton of videos with it. I have a super monkey. That's what we named it. Guy I bought it from threw a ton of parts at it.
Yeah, it's got like $3,500 worth of parts
the guy
on it.
basically doubled its value, which obviously you'll never see back out.
He doubled
of it.
the amount of money that he
the
spent
amount of
on
money.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
But you bought it for like
value.
$3,400.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then technically I have a Honda Monkey as well. I've got a 1971 Honda Z50, so it's the original old school monkey. So we're big fans of this style of bike here. And this, when we saw this today, oh my God, over the top excited about this rad new color scheme with these plaid seats.
Yeah, Honda knows what they're doing. They really seem to kill it when it comes to spicing up a bike that's been around for a while and, giving it something new and exciting to get people to either trade theirs in or just, people that haven't pulled the trigger on one yet, maybe to get them into a dealership. And they just seem to know how to put the right colors on a bike and change things up in a way that just makes them fresh and exciting and fun.
And this is actually kind of a pattern and a lot of design that's been on previous Honda motorcycles. They've done plaid seats before, and even this tank shape, well, not shape, but color style. I mean, the paint job on the tank, all of this is very reminiscent of Honda bikes of the past. But here's the bite at the moment. Right now, this is only announced on Honda's European media website, so they haven't announced this for the US yet. But when the 5-speed came into the Monkey last year, that was announced in Europe a little over a month before it was announced here for the US. So we might find out very soon whether or not this is coming to the States. And fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, and I would say it's probably a pretty safe bet.
Why not?
Yeah. I mean, last year, like you said, the 5-speed was announced, and then a month and a half later, Honda US announced that same engine transmission setup was making its way into the new Monkey here. And the color options that, you get in Europe and what we get here in the US, they're always a little bit different, but like last year, when that 5-speed was announced, they changed the tank design from like a swooping line right here to something that kind of starts up closer to the headlight and swoops down to make almost like an L shape. We don't get all the same colors here. So in the US, we got black and yellow last year. And then, is that right? Black and yellow? And then for Europe, they got those same two colors, but also red and blue.
Yeah, although I don't know if they had the black. I know they definitely had yellow, red, and blue.
Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that the paint design carried over, even though they weren't the same exact colors.
Some similarities, some differences. Another big difference between the European Monkey and our Monkey here are the turn signals and the taillight, which on the European model are really, really good looking.
Yeah, they've got a much cooler kind of retro look. I'm pretty sure that the Monkey here uses the same taillight assembly as the Grom, which might be kind of the reason that, I don't know, they're not doing this. It's a lot of part sharing goes on. It's cheaper to make things with very similar parts. So
this is just a much better looking setup. And you've actually looked into trying to retrofit that on your bike,
expensive.
Right?
Yeah. I think it was like around $400 some to do that conversion.
Which is like a tenth of the value of the bike, brand new.
So I don't know that we'll get that Euro taillight. That'd be really cool if Honda did that. I doubt it. But I do think we'll probably get this, at least the plaid carryover, and hopefully the tank paint. I want to talk about the design a little bit, because they did kind of go away from what they've been doing for a while. So previously on the Monkey, you picked whatever color you want, and that was like the main color of the bike. The tank would be painted that color, the frame, the swing arm. And on these bikes, the tanks are all kind of, well, they're similar, but they don't have the main color of the bike in it. So on these two outside bikes, we have a silver tank with kind of a white inset and a black stripe. And then on the red bike, it's inverted. So you have a white tank with kind of a gray inlay there. So the color's kind of moving away from the tank, but you still get the color coming in the springs, the frame, the swing arm, the forks. So just a little different of how they splash the color into these bikes.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's only color and fabric that makes this different from what we've already had and tested here in the States. But that bit of difference in design makes such a huge difference for this bike, because at the end of the day, a big part of what makes these bikes great is the look, is the aesthetics of it. And this just looks like how the Monkey was always meant to be.
Yeah. It's super cool. I mean, one of my favorite parts about this bike in general is the seat. Everyone you talk to, like, walks up to the bike and they're like, oh, that seat looks awesome. It gives it that retro look. And now you have plaid to go on top of it. Gray and black plaid on the yellow and black bike. The red is the one I think you need to get with that red plaid seat. That's really gonna pop.
Yeah, the red is easily the most dramatic of the plaid designs, and I don't know, I mean, between all three of them, I think they're all really good looking. I know you're not huge on what they call the pearl shining black, so the names for these different colors would be banana yellow, pearl nebula red, and pearl shining black. And I even think that the pearl shining black is also a pretty good look. It's definitely more understated, but I think it's still a pretty rad looking bike.
I don't think it's a bad looking bike. I just think I like that they offer it. I'll get there in a second. But I think if you're buying one of these bikes to kind of putt around town on, you want it to be cute and fun. That's the whole reason you buy one of these. So you might as well get a color. I will say the aftermarket community and just the parts that are available are endless for these bikes. And if you're doing a full custom build and you want to throw another $5,000 at one of these bikes, the black is cool because it's kind of a blank slate and you can throw on whatever parts you want and kind of make your own color scheme. So if you're doing a crazy build, I like that they offer the black. But if you're leaving it pretty stock, I'd go for the red or the yellow. It
would be hard to justify changing these bikes visually by a whole lot, though, because they already look really
fantastic.
Cool. And then speaking mechanically, of course, these bikes are unchanged because they were just updated. So the Monkey used to be a 4-speed. That's what Tommy's is that we've been testing long term. That's what yours is. The Monkey now has a 5-speed. It's mostly the same engine, although you have a replaceable oil filter.
Which we've also tested in the new Grom. It's the same engine and transmission in that.
Exactly. So still really good powertrain that got even better when they updated it last year. I'm sure it's going to be a while before they update it again. So this is just a visual update, but a very welcome one because, I mean, again, the Monkey was already a good-looking bike. This just puts it completely over the top.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to go home tonight and try and see if
if you can order one of the seats.
Yeah, I want to order one of the gray seats to throw on my Monkey. I just think it'd be fun. And I have 2 seats for my Monkey right now. I kind of swap them out every once in a while. And I just think it'd be fun to have a plaid seat on my Monkey. So
your favorite's the red?
My favorite's the red, and that's only because the color comes into the plaid.
Yeah.
But the red plaid on my blue bike isn't going to look great.
No. But I agree. I think the red is probably the coolest, although I do like the yellow a lot as well.
If the yellow had a yellow plaid seat, I'd think that's the coolest for sure. I love the name Banana Yellow. Anytime I see a yellow Monkey, I always think they look really cool. You see the red ones everywhere. The yellow ones are a little harder to find.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wish they put a yellow plaid seat on it. I'm sure they thought about it. It'd probably get gross and disgusting and dirty pretty quickly.
Well, let us know what you guys think in the comments. What's your favorite color scheme on this? And I don't know, if you have the time, why don't you drop a comment and help us beg Honda to get these in the States?
This is unconfirmed coming to the US. We're just speculating. We're pretty sure it's going to come to the US, but beg Honda, tweet them, show up at their headquarters, knock on their door, and let them know that we want these plaid bikes.
I'm not as sure as you are because I feel like a lot of really cool stuff that launches over in Europe doesn't come here. So again, fingers crossed. Bring this in the DAX to the US and we won't ask for anything ever again. That's a lie, but
at least we'll ask for plenty.
At least for now.
For starters, bring this here and send me one of these plaid seats.
Yeah, absolutely. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you guys in the next video.